Hi everyone, Bernard here on behalf of MovieGameNostalgia.com with another look at a board game today. So if you've looked at the thumbnail, you can see it's another Waddingtons game. This is as an early field. So when I first saw this game, I thought, well, I don't remember playing this as a kid, but it was actually from 1987. So although it's obviously 1987, 33 years ago? It's fairly modern for a Waddingtons board game under the actual Waddingtons label. Yeah, so it's this 2 to 6 players rally. It's a funny one. I couldn't see any reviews or many comments even on Board Game Geek on the internet. I couldn't find out much about the game, but it did look real. I've had it for a while. I've checked the contents of them when I first got it, but I've not really done anything with it or looked at it or had a look at the rules and stuff. So I'm going to have a look at this today. It's an interesting game. It's quite simple. There's 2 levels of play actually. You can play for younger levels, but even the advanced game is quite easy for kids as well. I mean, it's 2 to 6 players, ages 6 to adults. So yeah, I mean that's probably a good thing. And you don't see it. I mean, I've got Formula One and a couple of Grand Prix. I've got a couple of other board games I'm not looked at on here. I might do in a future one, but this is interesting because it's rally. I used to love Rallycross when I was a kid, like a lot of sports, but obviously it's something that I lost interest over time in, but it was interesting anyway. So this is 1987. It's available on not overly available on the internet and online. It's not the sort of thing you're going to pick up at a charity shop. There's not many copies of this about now, and you certainly won't find any new copies. You'll probably find old copies, used copies. But there are 3 or 4 on the internet I've seen, and they go from anywhere between £22 and £35. I think I've got one. Obviously, I've got this one on MovieGameNostalgia.com at £25 at the moment, and it's a nice little game. Anyway, we'll have a look at it and see what you think. And obviously the basic rules are quite simple, and but obviously I've got a couple of little add-ons for more grown up players, etc. Have a bit of fun with it anyway. So let's put the camera down and have a look at this one. It is a big board that comes in 3 pieces. It actually comes in 3 pieces, but you see, there's your starting grid. And I mean, there's no limit to how many laps you can take of this game. And obviously, it all starts off. It's better. There's more players. It's more tactical because you can block players, and there's different ways of getting round, as in a rally around the thing. But obviously, certain sections only narrow to 2. Where only 2 cars can actually progress, and sometimes there's only 1. So it is a good game on that basis. There is a little bit of tactics. You can't always move your goals, and it's a game you don't really need a dice for, believe it or not. I mean, I'm just go through the components. Here's the rule sheet. So it's quite a simple rule sheet, only 3 pages. In fact, 1, 2, 3. Everything's there about how you move and all the way to moving, and this is the way of actually, instead of throwing a dice, you actually have a sheet with and obviously you've got certain things that you actually add up how many moves you can make each time. So it's very easy. As I say, there's an advanced game. There's the basic game. There's also an advanced game. I'll just quickly go through that. It's not overly complicated, but the rules are quite simple, quite easy to follow. This is like the scorecard. This is the thing that you actually will play the game on. You have this, obviously you need a big table anyway, and plenty of room to put this at the side of the table. And the whole thing of this is actually matching up symbols and getting 3 in a row to actually move. So I'll show you what that is at the moment. So it's good fun. It's quite good for kids as well, because obviously they can learn tactics and learn how to place things. It's not just as simple. You can add a dice to it, part of the game, that you tweak the rules, which I'll probably talk about later. But yeah, that's the basic grid of actually playing the game. So I'll leave that there so I can show it you. And the cars, well, I mean, you've obviously got 6 cars, and they're very big. I like them. I know they're very simple. There's no detail in the cars, but they're made of wood. They are quite nice. But I like these cars, to be honest with you. I don't know. So there's nothing on them. There's no real detail. But again, it's one of those games you can, in theory, have more than 6. But you got the 6 colours, haven't you? Green, blue, red, yellow, orange, and white. I mean, you can even take one of your cars out of a Monopoly game, can't you, and play with that, or from one of your other racing games, say like Formula One. So you do get the 6 cars, six cars there, which are pretty basic. But as I said, part of the game, you've got various hazards and things, but you can also put, like, take pawns out of another game and stick them on certain squares to make more blockages and play around with it. You know, you can actually do that. And as I said, there is a die. I put a dice in this, but you don't need a dice. Obviously, the youngest age player can always start the game. You can go clockwise. So, because obviously with 6, if you can get quite confused who's to go first, but obviously it doesn't matter about the order on there. Obviously, whatever colour you are, you pick your colour and you go accordingly in order around the table. So there is a dice in this one there, but you don't need it. Yeah, so basically the way of playing the game, you get these cards. And all these cards, rally cards, you're supposed to play through them one at a time. So you shuffle the cards, and they've all got different things on. There's wild cards as well, so you can play as anything, like a joker in playing certain games of playing cards where you can mess around with it and play with a joker. But there's obviously, I'll just show you a few. So if we go on the order of this, let's say white was playing. So you put the cards next on the table or next to the table. You could have them wherever you were. And the first player to go literally turns his first card over. So he's got 3 spanners. So the aim of the game is to get 3 in a row. So obviously, no good putting your spanner there. You're not going to get any goals here. But you put it there, you've got 3 in a row then, and you can move 5 places. So your white card can go 5. So you can go in a straight line, or you can go diagonally as well. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously, if you want to get to there, I'm thinking I'll go there 1, 2, 3, 4, and go 1 diagonal there, go 5. So that's the white going. Obviously, orange goes next. So say it's not overly complicated. So he's got 2 spanners. So you're not going to put it on the 3, are you? So you're not going to get as many moves. So you can put it on either of those 2. It doesn't matter, does it? Sorry, you can't. Sorry, my fault. Again, I'm wrong there. You can't actually put it on the same thing. This is it. That's another version of the game you can play. You can just keep on doing that. And it makes it easier for younger children. But you can't actually put the spanner on a spanner. So you've got to decide where to put it, basically. So I'll just put it in a blank square there. So unfortunately, orange isn't going to get a go now. So obviously that's, he has no option of having a go. So let's go for yellow. So yellow gets the tyre. So I can put the tyre on the petrol pump because that's not the same thing. So, but yellow only moves 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go for red. He's got 4 there. But again, there's no 2 to link up with. So what am I going to do with that? I mean, I don't really want anyone else to gain, do I, at the moment by the time it gets to me. So I'll stick it strategically over there so it's not really doing much. So that's red. Now blues go. You see, he's got another 4. So if I'd put that there, he could have moved 9 spaces. So that was quite tactical and quite right. I mean, this guy is in a little, he's not much he can do now. He's going to have to put it somewhere where there may be 3 in a row. So let's put it there, out of the way. Again, a bit more tactical. So we can put it on a spanner because it's not the same thing. So it doesn't always see. So this is it. It doesn't always guarantee you're going to actually move. So this is green now to go, and he's got 2 pumps again. But again, there's nothing he can do to get 3 in a row, is there? So even tactically now he's in trouble, isn't he? He's in trouble. There's not much he can do about it. So he's going to stick it there. Right. So it's white again to go. White's obviously winning the race, and he's got the advantage. Now, if he gets a petrol pump, he's going to do really well, isn't it? There you go. So he's got a petrol pump. So you can put it on the spanners because it's not a petrol pump. Right? So he can go 7 now. And obviously, he could actually, can he cut across there? No, because that's a barrier there. So he's limited himself now. He could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and gone up there, couldn't he? And gone the inner route. But I don't think count-wise it makes a lot of difference. So he's got 7 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has to come in. There's an arrow 6, 7. But there, if anyone comes up behind me now, he's blocked him. So can orange get off the grid? Can he? He's obviously had an engine failure, hasn't he? But again, he can't line up 3, can he? There. So what can he do to stop other people? He's not going to put it there because if someone gets that, so put it there. So that's a chance that it'll stop someone else. So this is yellow to go now. Will yellow progress? And there we go. We've got a wild card. So on the wild card, you can be whatever you want, but only move the 4 spaces. So you can be whatever you want. So need 3 to line up. Obviously, that's a big one, that, isn't it? And he hasn't got that. So I'm going to go there and move the 4 petrol pumps. So yellow's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So red to go again. Yes, tyres. Can you line up any tyres? No, you can't line up any tyres. And you can see that's how so it's tactical. So this is how you do it. So you actually put it so people can't gain, because don't forget, if there's 6 of you playing, you're only going to get a go once every 6. So you don't want to give chances for other people to win either. So that's the wild card there, isn't it? So perhaps cover up the wild card so no one gets the benefit of the wild card anymore. No, it's up to you. It's up to the players. Everyone's got their own little tactics. But that's how the play progresses. You can see once the cards run out, if you've not gone all the way around and come past the checkered flag, you just shuffle them and set them out again and play again until someone crosses the line. And you can obviously score yourself points, obviously, with kids for things like this. So that's the easy game. Well, the more simpler basic game. And the other game the other one they encourage you to do, and this is a bit more tactical, and they do say it's for older players, but it doesn't. I think younger players would soon get the gist. You actually deal 3 of these out to each player, so you would deal 6, the 3 to each player, whoever's so there's 6 players, and each player would then decide on his turn which card he's going to play. So he's got an option of 3 then, hasn't he? So he decides what he's going to play. Once he's played his card, he picks another one up from the pile. So that's the advanced, but that's more strategic because obviously you've at least got 3 in your hands. I mean, I've tweaking the rules. I mean, that's the base. I think that's a good, fun little game. And as I say, it's certainly for younger players. I mean, if you're older players, you can add drinks options to it, put more obstacles in, etc., etc. There's various things you can do as older players. You can play for money, can't you, if you want to have a bit of fun and play for money. Makes a change from playing poker, one time, doesn't it? See who wins. As I said, when you get to these areas here, you can get blocked in. So when you're playing the advanced game where you got 3 cards in your hand and say you're there, obviously you can decide to play a card. It's no good playing a card that gives you 11 or 12 moves. Just play a card that gives you the limited and you don't waste it then. So there's little options. I mean, also, why not deal all the cards out to the players? So they've got every single card dealt out and they play one at a time. So instead of having just 3 and picking up, there's 40. I think there's 40. Let's just check how many cards there are. 44 cards. So there's 6 of you. Deal 7 out to each player, and obviously there's 2 spare then as well. But give every player 7 cards, and then he decides what to play, and you can do it like that. And that makes it more, makes it more fun. Add the dice to the game. Add a dice to the game. So, not only do you move, but you get whatever points you score on there. Or if you throw a 6. You miss a go, you spin off the track somewhere. So this guy spins off there and has to come back on. So you can adapt the game as well. But say it's simple. It's a nice board, big board. Not, it'd be great, wouldn't it, if you had proper trees and proper banking you could put on it and make a real effort on it. But I think that's a pretty good game. I hope you agree with me. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. And as I said, it is available. There's 2 or 3 copies on various websites on the internet. And as I say, I've got it on moviegamenostalgia.com. And if I do sell it, obviously, I would think about getting another one as well. So that's really good. I think this is quite unique as well, the way of actually making the moves and moving your cars. I think it's really good, and I like it. I hope you agree with me. I quite like the game, and I would love to have a go with my lot and probably tweak the rules a little bit. And as I say, you got 4 or 5 mates round, and you let's play this for an hour, have a bit of fun, and put money in the kitty, whoever wins. And when you're playing strategically, you can obviously block players and stop other players from winning, so it can get quite heated and fun, can't it? But obviously with your mates, obviously it's going to be a good laugh. And I like this Waddingtons rally. As I say, it's not one I've seen many reviews of or any reviews of on the internet or anything like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look at it with me, and it inspires you to have that. And obviously I'll be having a look at one of the other racing games in future weeks, whether an out of the box special or more like this, more a game review showing how the games are played. So hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for joining me today. Follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie. Everything on there with links to games, posters, Manchester City, my football team, DVDs, everything's on. If you follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie. And also I'm on Facebook at Burns and Eam with links to moviegamenostalgia.com, where I think this is priced about £25 at the moment if you fancy buying it, or any other of the hundreds of games I've got that I'm selling there. And just say, if there's any game you're after, I always try and keep up to date. Let me know, and I can point in the right direction. I'll try and find it for you. Thanks so much for watching. Please push the old, it's over there, subscribe button, push the bell notifications so you know when these are coming out. Thumbs up, it's always nice to get thumbs up, isn't it? I mean, obviously, I see people with lots, you get 200 views and you get like 10 thumbs up, and it's a bit disappointing, isn't it? Stuff like that. But hey, if you can spare just a second to put that thumbs up, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Wonderful. Thanks for joining me today. Anyway, whatever you're going to do with the rest today, have a great one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, and more importantly, look after your family. I'll be back very, very soon with another out of the box or another game review. So hopefully you can join me again. Thanks for watching. It's Bernard saying goodbye.